everyone, and welcome to NAB 2025.
Hi everybody, welcome back to the NAB 2025 League of Filmmakers booth and the League of Filmmakers show. I'm Haley Royal, your host from Cinematography for Actors, and I'm really excited to be seated here with Bianca Halpern of BECiNE, which is a women-owned rental company, but so much more, because you've done so much more, and you've also done some pivoting to make things work right now the way the industry is going, right?
Yes, lots of pivoting and just trying to outsource, right? So BECiNE first started as a camera rental house, I think 8 years ago. And so, we went through the pandemic and then we grew a lot right before the strike, kind of when everyone was working a lot, 23. And then we grew to this huge space and we grew our team. Like we were up to 13 people, and when the strike came, and it lasted way longer than we all expected.
Yes.
And we were really trying to hold on to our team, which we had to train everyone, and it was just really hard. And then 2024 came, and not a lot changed. And at one point, I was like, adapt or die right here, right?
Yeah.
And we, even in the beginning, we had been doing some workshops. I remember, Les Allen, he used to be the chairman of Cook. He did a class at the first BECiNE. So we're already in our third building right now. In 8
that's right.
years.
You have a new location.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We're now in Inglewood.
Okay.
Which is the new Hollywood.
Beautiful.
New Hollywood.
You heard it here first. Inglewood is the new Hollywood, everybody. Pack up and move.
It's really cool there, actually. I had never been around that area that much, and I really like it. We're now inside Vault, which they are also a rental house, but they also have a beautiful stage that you can shoot at, and with offices and a makeup room. So now we're sharing space for the rental house side.
You're collaborating together.
Yes. So from the hard times, partnerships do arise.
Some beautiful things come out of
it. And we come, from being very different, and we're really helping each other out. And just every day trying to see how to help each other more, sharing some resources. And, it's good to, I think after this last 2 years, it's also good to be surrounded by new faces, new people, bounce off ideas, cry together about the same problems or laugh about things. So it's been really great to be at Vault. So thank you, Vault team. I don't know.
Yeah.
If you're watching. But you can now come to rent with BECiNE, and then you can rent also. We have trucks now through Vault, and also all production supplies, tables, tents.
So this pivot and what came out of a hard time is really an expansion.
I guess you could see by that. I like this point of view, Haley.
Yes.
Yes. We love the space, and now we're just trying to make the best of it. And it's a new phase for us, right? For our team. Our team came from being 13 people, and then now we're 4 that full time, and then some day players, and now we have the fall team also there. So it's an evolution for sure. And I think, and also, doing the workshops, which we had been doing for a long time. Now doing more of that, that also brings a lot of hope. We recently did a Women's Month event that was spearheaded by Gillian Monroe, which is a really dear friend that's been with BECiNE since day one. And she, I think last year was our first of this event, and we were talking about, wanting to do a Women's Month event, and then she's like, there's so many women's groups, right? Let's band them all together. So It was
I
the
love that.
cinematographers group, the film composers group, the producers, and this year we were able to do it even bigger because we did it at the Vault Space, and we had sponsors, so Cook, Hawk, Canon, Atlas, Scriptation, Profoto. Um, it was amazing. So it was some mini trade show.
Yeah.
So the
A mini trade show for women.
Yeah, so maybe we can do more of that because it was so cool.
We do need more
Yeah,
of that.
the acoustics were a bit crazy because it's a stage and 220 women talking at the same time. It got a bit wild, but it was really good.
Really, really lovely. So can I ask you about being a mother? Is that all right?
Yeah.
How has being a mother as you've grown impacted you positively and impacted the business positively?
I think when you become a mother, you are able to function more practical because you have to.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So I think that helped me as well. Just to make decisions that you have to make.
Every decision has to really be the decision you want to make, right?
Yeah,
in business, it's all taking you away from family.
Yes. So maybe you say some no's that maybe before if you're totally roaming around, And I think I also grew up being pulled in many directions, and I was also wanted to do everything with everyone. So I think for me, I think it was very important to become a mom, to have a more straight path, if you will.
Focus you a little bit.
And also it made me want to be, more of a Monday to Friday situation. Because before I was a freelance cinematographer, which I loved shooting, but the day to day, it's very hard to plan. So I also created something that would work for my new life, which was dropping off the kid at school when I can and picking up when I can, and just being there for both, for everything.
You can have it all.
Yeah, and then plan. It's easier to plan. Yeah, when you have I'm sure for cinematography for actors too, right? I've seen Indy. I think it's interesting because she also comes from being a cinematographer, and you come from being an actor. But I think for you, also, this is a place where now you have a little bit more of a place to go, and doesn't that feel great?
A little structure,
and grounded, structured.
Grounded for sure. Yeah.
I mean, sure, it's great to go on a Tuesday to the beach, but it also sure is great to go Monday to Friday, have a place to go. Sometimes Saturdays, last Saturday I had to go meet a client.
Right.
It's always like that. But I think structure is good. And for me, it came through motherhood and entrepreneurship.
And did the way that you structured it for yourself, were you also able to keep that structure for employees? Do you have employees, because it's women-owned, because you employ women? Were there also women who had children who you could empathize with their position a little bit more than if they worked,
I'm still the only mom in the team.
Is that true?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, the only mom on the team.
Yes. And I think the Vault team too, I don't think none of them are that yet. But, I think with the clients too, because in the old office, we had a kids room.
A kids room?
Yeah, so we offered free childcare for the clients, for their preps.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, and this is really cool because it wasn't used all the time, but there was one camera assistant that came in, Mike Stanislavski, we'll never forget, because he came in and he saw the room, he's like, oh my gosh, sorry, I just hit the mic.
All right. Okay, forgiven.
He came in and he saw it and he was like, wow, I just had courage to have a kid. He had been in this position where he's a camera assistant and he didn't want to do it. And he's like, wow, this gave me hope. And then he came back a year and a half after to a prep with his baby.
Bianca, stop it. That's amazing.
Yes, it was really sweet.
You did that for him.
I know.
That is so beautiful.
And then now he moved to, I think, Chicago to be a teacher because also for himself, he eventually realized that for being a camera assistant on the level that he was, Wow. it was really hard, you know.
Yes, yeah.
But now all the time he sends people that are his students to come visit BECiNE. Now at Vault is like a bit for older kids because we have a skate ramp. So it's a little bit of a teen. It's a teen space right now, like Legos and skate ramp. But we can still throw down a mat for babies.
Yeah, but it's encouraged. Like
it's encouragement.
This part of your life is also acknowledged here. Like
yes.
You don't have to pretend you don't have children so that you can be in the film industry.
Yes, we've had moms breastfeeding in the middle of the prep bay that had saddle. I mainly came here because I knew I could breastfeed in the prep bay, and like no one would, you know. It's great. Not only it's great, but we will celebrate you. You know, Hannah Kita say she's on her 4th kid. This DP. She's like, I was like, hey Hannah, why don't you pop more?
When's the next one?
Yeah, you know, people do it, and it's great. Like, it's not easy, especially if you're traveling, right?
Right.
I think when you're attached to bigger jobs, it's easier. You can have more money. You can bring your family, but you know, when then kids are in school, and it's not easy. I mean, you know, my way on becoming a mom and being still in the cinematography community has been more through being in the business side of things. But I feel like I've gained a lot by being in the business side of it. Really like honing relationships with the manufacturers, the vendors. They're all lovely. You know, they all want to help us. We're all struggling. They're even struggling because rental houses are not renting. We're not buying. And, you know, just yesterday, like I had 3 different vendors come to me and like, we want to help you, whatever you need. Because we can only be, you know, stay together and be together. And that's why like this event, you know, we were able to raise more money than I thought, you know, when we were putting the ideas down, like, I was like, Gillian, I don't know, I'm worried. Like, I don't think the vendors. And she's like, let's just aim high. You never know. Let's do 3 tiers. If people have it, they had it. And she was right. Like, 4 of our special friends, like, chose the higher tier. And
wow.
We got this beautiful, huge charcuterie board for everyone. And yeah, it's all about the people, honestly. And it's, great. Yeah. It's the work and, you know, but I'm here at NAB this time, and I feel like it's really more about the community and like talking to people and trying to stay connected.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a lot of gear. I'm not sure, like no one's buying a lot right now.
But at the end of the day, we're all built on a community, and we'll all take care of each other together. And
I think I gain a lot of that. You know, the friends that I've made throughout this journey.
Like,
and you know, someone asked me one day we did like a 16 camera job, like I think it was 4 years ago already, and we had only like 5 of that same type, and I'm like, no, I'm good, like it's all good. I know we can get 16 from like everyone that we had met, you know. So I think it's about building those relationships, and so then you can call. So maybe you don't need to like have a ton, like maybe you having partners, it's sometimes more important than having more things
stuff,
or more.
It's about the people.
And you can pull in the people, like even if you can't afford like full-time employees all the time, like you have your people and then your pool, like when it's busy, sure, like then you get your people, but it's important to have that. And I think we're all trying to navigate a hard time. And yes, it's pivoting, and I think we're on phase 3 right now.
Phase
for me of BECiNE.
So for anyone who wants to get involved here on phase 3 and thinks that community sounds really good, how can we find you? How can they get involved at BECiNE?
So you can follow us on Instagram, BECiNE, and also you can sign up for our newsletter if you go on our website, www.becine.com.
And they'll find out about workshops that way, right? Yes,
but also Instagram. We're very active. Like if we are to open a hiring position, it's always on Instagram, and events as well.
That's fantastic.
And like we're for sure gonna do some BECiNE CFA, maybe legal filmmakers collaborations.
Yes, we will. That sounds wonderful to me. I love that idea. keep an eye out for it, everybody.
Yes.
And we're about to do some giveaways. Thank you so much
Yay,
for joining
awesome. Thank you so much.
Bianca. So wonderful. They're making me cry. All right. Thank you. Thanks, everybody.